Hey guys, do you hate cables? I do. Recently I bought a whole bunch of cables and I connected these Beolab 18s to the Beolab 19 to this BeoSound 5 Encore. And at the beginning I had done proper cable management. I stowed everything away and I cleaned everything up. But I encountered another problem. When the cables were too close to power cables, whenever I would volume up and down on the BeoSound 5 Encore, I would get this really bad static noise, buzzing sound, every time volume up, volume down, or on and off. So it really bothered me, the whole situation, and I really don't care for cables and trying to hide it all the time, and I really do prefer having things wireless. So I got this Beolab Transmitter 1 today, and I'm going to try to set this up and see how it will work with my system, and hopefully get rid of all the clutter of the cables and not have to deal with the static noise of the cables if they're crossing one another. And here we go. So I reconnected, I removed all the cables, and this is what we have now. You see how gorgeous that is? I really am not a fan of cables. So now, luckily these speakers, the Beolab 18s and the 19s, they are VISA compatible, so they have that built-in wireless technology. So I was able to leverage that. If you don't have these, you can get the Beolab receiver, but even that, I feel like you have to connect a little box to the speakers, and then you have a little bit of cabling, and then you have to somehow conceal that box. But again, fortunately, the Beolab 18s, they already have this built in. So I was able to leverage that with the 19. And therefore, so I have the BeoSound 5 Encore connected to the Beolab Transmitter. And the Beolab Transmitter wirelessly streams to the 3 speakers. This Beolab Transmitter is actually a kind of a cool device, because it had a couple of things which I leveraged. One was I was able to update the firmware software on the speakers, following the instructions in the manual. The other thing is that I'm able to connect my BeoSound 5 Encore to it, and basically, which is an outdated, kind of outdated technology here, because it's a little bit older and stuff, a little bit slower, so it's not compatible with the newer speakers. But so by connecting that to the Beolab Transmitter, that works beautifully. Then what I did is I did a little trick. On top, you'll see the white box, which is an Apple Airport Express. Now this was really neat, because the BeoSound 5 Encore has it's wireless, and it can connect to your router, but the signal and the strength of it is not very good. It does have an Ethernet port on the BeoSound 5 Encore. So what I did is I configured the Apple Airport Express to be an extender to my wireless network. And then I used Ethernet cable from the BeoSound 5 Encore directly to the Apple Airport Express. And now it's much more responsive. The BeoSound 5 Encore, I turn it on and it's immediately connected to the network, and it's very fast. So that's working beautifully. The other thing which is really neat about the Apple Airport Express is that it does have an earphone out for AirPlay 2. And I took the earphone out, I took a 3.5 millimeter jack from the Apple Airport Express to RCA jack, and I connected it to the input. The Beolab Transmitter has an input RCA jack. So I was able to connect the Apple Airport Express to the Beolab Transmitter from the earphone jack to the RCA input, and that allows me AirPlay 2 compatibility through the wireless system. So it's excellent. Now I'm able to stream music from my phone, my iPhone, directly to the speakers, or I can use my BeoSound 5 Encore to play net radio or my vast music library from my hard drive. Now, having cleaned up all these cables and everything, I'm not 100% done, because eventually I would like to get some sort of hideaway cabinet so that you won't even see any of these, the Apple Airport Express or the Beolab Transmitter. And all of this will be concealed, and you will see a minimalist setup. So beautiful. All you're gonna see is the BeoSound 5 Encore and the speakers. And well, eventually, hopefully, we'll get to the point where we don't even need electricity, but that's long away, I think. But that's all you see. Just plug in the speakers, and there you go. Of course, there are other alternatives, and I had made a video sometime in the past where you could use, like, for example, Chromecast audio, which is a small puck-like device that can be connected to each speaker individually. And you can set up like a stereo sound and so on and so forth. But this one, I find this setup right now is really working for me. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.